Describe the structure and explain the function of the male and female human reproductive system. So first of all, let's discuss the structure of the male reproductive system. This is the structure. The penis is that structure that sticks out, where the pee and semen also comes out. To discuss where the semen is made and passes through, the two testes are oval-shaped sacs that produces millions of sperm and the male hormone, which is the testosterone. They hang outside to keep the sperms from dying from overheating, protected by a layer of skin called scrotum. The epididymis is a tube directly connected to the testes to provide movement of the sperm to the female reproductive system, while the vas deferens is a tube that transports sperm from the epididymis. Then sperm reaches the seminal vesicle that produces the white fluid, nourishing the sperm. Then the ejaculatory duct is where the semen passes through the urethra and outside. The purpose of the male reproductive system is to fertilize an egg cell to procreate. For the female reproductive system, let's discuss how an egg cell is released. The ovaries located at each end of the uterus are oval-shaped glands producing egg cells, and the female hormone estrogen. When one egg matures, it passes through the fallopian tube and waits for a sperm there to be fertilized. Then, once it's fertilized, it then moves to the uterus, a hollow pear-shaped organ that is home of the developing fetus, and attaches itself to the uterus lining. This fertilized egg continues to grow for 9 months, developing a baby. And once it's ready to be born, muscle contractions will push the baby out through the cervix, then the vagina, which functions as a birth canal, an entryway of the penis, and an exit way of the menstrual blood carrying the unfertilized egg. The purpose of the female reproductive system is to produce an egg to be fertilized by the male and house the developing baby in the womb. Describe the events associated with human sperm and egg production, and explain how hormones influence them. For the male, testosterone simulates spermatogenesis and deepens the voice, growth of facial and pubic hair, and the sex drive. This helps in the production of sperm cells and stimulates the man's sex drive. And for the female, estrogen assists in ovulation and also in breast development, hips enlargement, and shorter period. Differentiate between sexual production and sexual reproduction. It's easy to differentiate these two types of reproduction because it goes down to the number of parents involved in the process. For instance, sexual reproduction requires 2 parents, and each cell of those 2 parents are called haploid cells, containing half the chromosomes, hence requiring a partner to produce a unique offspring not so identical to either parents. While sexual reproduction only requires 1 parent, resulting on offsprings that are similarly or identical to the parent cell. Describe the events in human fertilization until childbirth, particularly the appearance of sex differences and what triggers them. First, there should be a union of an egg cell and a sperm cell to start the process, resulting in a zygote that is undergoing cell division to continually form an individual. And as to what triggers the gender differences during pregnancy, well, sadly, there aren't many concrete evidences or studies that can explain as to what triggers these gender differences in babies. But there are some observations recorded regarding this, whether scientifically or not. So people say that mothers carrying baby boys make your hair grow faster and make you more aggressive, while those mothers carrying baby girls will steal your beauty and make you more emotional. There are also evidences that hormone concentrations differ according to the sex and as early as 3 weeks after conception. One Scandinavian study states that oestrogen levels were around 9% higher for female than in males. And for another one, HCG or human chorionic gonadotropin is higher for female fetuses and causes severe morning sicknesses more commonly than in male fetuses. In the end, these are all just evidences but not strongly supported ones. Explain how contraceptives prevent pregnancy. There are many ways birth control is used that could either work on either partners involved. And with each given choice, factors should be considered first before usage, like health, allergens, frequent sex, number of sexual partners, and so on. So these either keep women's ovaries release eggs, preventing sperm from reaching the eggs, or permanently preventing both partners to get to procreate. Give examples of sexually transmitted infections. There are a total of 8 sexually transmitted diseases, and 4 of them can be cured and 4 of them are not. Now here are some of the examples: hepatitis, herpes, HIV, and chlamydia.